Hi everyone, this is Sharon from Sharon's Scrappy Space. Wanted to show you this cute little card that we're going to be doing a tutorial of. It's actually an easel card, and it's really hard to get it to show you just right. Let's see if I can hold that up just right. So it's an easel card this way, and it also has a little butterfly suspended, and it spins. First we'll need a sheet of Bashful blue cardstock cut at 5 inches by 10 inches and scored here at 5 inches. Next, we're going to be using a piece of Whisper White. This is going to be cut at 4.5 by 4.5. Now this one here is just a little bit larger, and this one's cut at 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then this one is cut at 3.5 by 4.5. And we're going to be also using another piece of Bashful Blue. This is cut at 5 inches by 5.5, and it is scored at 5 inches. And we'll be using also some of the Brights collection paper stack, and I've already cut out the butterflies, but I will show you how to cut these out as well. So anyway, we're going to get started. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to take our 5-inch piece by 10-inch piece, and we're going to be using our glass cutting mat that goes along with our circle scissors. So basically I put a piece of So Saffron behind this, and then also a 5 by 5 piece of paper to show you how this needs to lay on your glass mat to get the best results. Now I do use Dotto adhesive to attach the back here, and I'm pretty generous with this because I really do not want this to go anywhere. And this is going to be the outside of our card, so we'll be putting the white over it, so it won't matter that there's a little bit of adhesive there. And I'm just placing this half over the very center here. Here's the center line here at 6 inches, and here's the center line here at 6 inches. So that makes the middle of our card right here. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to line this line here up. I'm going to turn it around this way. Since I am right-handed, I am going to have the circle scissors positioned to where I can get a hold of this rubber grip really easily. Right here. Alright. Now I believe that I've got this pretty well centered. There's a line here, and it's lined up with this line. And the lines here are lined up here. Now I can't see this side, but I'm pretty confident, and I'm going to just kind of spin it around to make sure that it looks like it's where I want it. Alright, so I'm going to start this over here. And I'm going to insert the scissor blade into this little notch here. I've got this set at 3 3/4. Now you really want to get a good grip on this, and you want to push hard here to make sure that this cuts all the way through. You don't want to have to go over it again. Alright. And it looks like we got a really good cut that time. And I'll be honest, it's taken me a little while to get used to using this, but it's an excellent tool once you get the hang of it. It's going to take some practice. We're going to use the piece that is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And I'm just going to kind of center it between those lines. I still have a lot of adhesive already on this, And I think it's going to hold it down pretty good. I don't clean my glass mat. I let the adhesive kind of build up on it because it really helps to hold this down. So now this time we're going to be able to see all 4 of the corners and how they line up. We're going to stick this in again at the very same size and go around and cut. Next, we're going to run our piece of paper through the embossing folder. As you can see, I've got it in the embossing folder. It's not completely covering the paper, so we're going to have to run it through here a couple of times. Okay, I'm going to use the beautiful butterflies. I don't know if you can see that. And anyway, there's 4 different butterflies. 2 are full butterflies, and 1 is a half butterfly, and this part here does not cut. That's why I've got that piece of tape there. So I'm going to make 2 of this butterfly, and I want to make sure I have it good and covered. Two in this butterfly, so I'm going to cover that. Now this one here, you want to fold your paper in half. See how I've got it, and I've got these 2 stacked, and I want it to make sure it stays exactly right here on this line. I put the line here so I know exactly where to lay my top plate. It's in there right. And then I'm just going to run it through the Big Shot. I've got 2 of the plates, 1 on top and 1 on bottom. So when we take it apart, you can see our butterflies emerging. There's these 2. And then we've also got these 2. They're folded when they open up. And then we've got the 2 small ones here. Alright, so now I've got my card base here. I've got the sticky side up. So once I fold my card, and I've already got it scored, this is the way it's going to look. And I've just got a very thin frame around this. Okay, the next step is I have applied some sticky strip to the back of the lattice and also on the front of the card here as well. So when it sits right there, it'll stick really well. What we're going to be using is some just regular fishing line. And I'm just going to cut off about a foot of it, so it'll give me plenty of room to play. Now I've already put the sticky tape on the back of each of the butterflies as well. So I'm going to remove the sticky liner off of this, and I'm going to start by positioning my, you probably have a hard time seeing my fishing line, I'm sure, but we're going to just center it on that butterfly like that. And we'll remove this one. I found this little tool to be pretty helpful in removing the backs of this sticky strip. Alright, and so basically we're just going to layer each of the butterflies on. The first one being the pink one, and this is from the Subtles collection, the paper stack.